Hi, my name is Nicole Schrock, and I was at Taylor from 1990 to 1994 as a communication arts education major, and that's where I had Ollie for the first time in class. Um, Ollie was a professor. He was one of my professors, and I was also under his leadership in helping mostly behind stage in the makeup room for different plays, and had the privilege of having him as a professor of all of my theater related courses. But probably the course that I remember the most with Dr. Hubbard, or Ollie, as we all called him, and I still think of him only as Ollie, is that the way he handled our seminar class. I can't even really remember which one it was. I think it was like a second year seminar for all communication arts, communication studies, communication arts education majors all together. And it was a class that really explored ethics and aesthetics in media and literature and that kind of thing. And I think two things stand out to me today and have shaped who maybe a bit of who I am and how he impacted my life, both academically and at a spiritual level. The one item was I turned in a paper, and it admittedly was the easy way out. It was a project. I threw some stuff together. I was pretty good at putting the shine on it. Thought, okay, this will get by. He won't notice. And you know what he did? He said, looks like you could have put more thought into this. And he was right. I was really impressed with his insight. And maybe that's what strikes me the most as I think about my impression of him as an instructor, is that person that just, that pause, that kind of thoughtful pause that he would get in his eyes, and kind of a smirk that wasn't a mocking smirk, but I mean, there were ideas going on there, that he had a really good filter of just not just blurting ideas out. He would let us kind of marinate on what he was saying and asking, and that intuitive mind that was obviously a God-given gift of his. And then the second thing I remember from that same course was the the challenge that he gave me to think a little bit outside of my narrow box. He showed us some clips of, at that time, some kind of controversial cartooning done by The Simpsons, and challenged us to think about ethical issues that are addressed and whether or not it's appropriate. And at the time, I was kind of shocked that one of my Taylor professors was showing us this as a class activity. And every time that in my own college classes I show an episode of Simpsons, I think of Dr. Hubbard and Ollie and how he led me to think about my faith and how I think, my critical thinking, pushing the envelope, not just for the sake of pushing the envelope, but to get me to think beyond just like what I thought should be the right response. Pushing me past the easy way out of thinking and into critical thinking, and then that bled over into activities I involved myself with at Taylor. I don't think I would have naturally just gone backstage and started learning stage makeup, but he made it an easy entrance because he was inviting us to take healthy risks to grow our minds and our spirits. And his kindness in that guidance. He was a shepherd, and that's what I remember about Ollie.